Hi everyone, I'm back with part 3 of week 34, and this is one of my layouts for Leeds Festival. So this was my first ever festival. I've never been to a festival. I think I went to some sort of like party in the park when I was very young, maybe like 9 or 10, but this was my proper first festival, and I absolutely loved it. Basically, I really wanted to go. Because Billie Eilish was showing on the Friday, or playing on the Friday, and I was desperate to see Billie Eilish. Like, I love Billie Eilish, I love all her songs, so I really wanted to go, but Joe was at work, so he couldn't come with me, and I just thought, oh well, no one's going to come with me. And it wasn't like a concert where you could sit down and just sit in your seat and watch the show sort of thing on your own. It's a festival, so you're there all day, and you know, it can get quite leery because it's all standard and everything like that. So I thought, I don't really know if I could go on my own, especially to my first festival. It's not like I'd been to a load of festivals and I knew what to expect. This was my first ever one, so I didn't really want to go on my own for this time. I think I would have done if I was really, really thinking about it. But anyway, it turned out that my friends were going. My friend and her friends that I don't really know very well, but I know of, they were going. So I was like, oh my God, I need to add on. So I literally added on after a night out. And then my other friend added on because she had nothing going on, and someone else had like a spare sort of ticket they were selling cheap. So so I ended up going to Leeds Fest, which I was so happy for. It was just one of those happy coincidences. As I said, that my friend was going with her friends, so I basically tagged on. And it was amazing. It was really well organised. There was a lot of to and fro about what I was actually going to be doing, whether I was going to stay overnight somewhere or travel in with someone. But from where I live compared to where my other friends live, like, I live the closest, but I didn't want to drive, obviously, because one, Joe had the car, and two, I don't know where I'm going. They did actually do these bus services to and from the station, for like £5 to £7 per journey sort of thing. And I thought that was pretty decent. So that would take me back to the station. And it just meant that Joe could pick me up later from the station after work. So it worked out really well, actually. And as I said, I travelled to and from there on my own. And I met my friends there. We had a really good day. It was a full day. Like, I left the house at 9 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't get home until 1 o'clock in the morning. So it was a full day. But it was amazing, and I'd definitely do another festival like this again. I didn't even drink. I don't really drink anyway, but I didn't have one alcoholic drink. One, it was just super expensive. And two, it was just wasn't in the mood, really. I just wanted to enjoy, because Billie Eilish was the last on stage, and I didn't want to be into a situation where I was like, oh, I just want to go home now sort of thing. Like, I still wanted to be up and ready for Billie Eilish at that time. Anyway, so we went on the Friday, and it was, as I said, it was just amazing. Like, I loved all the sort of space, because it's such a big area that there's like 5 different stages and stuff, so there's always someone different going on at different times. So if you wanted to chill out, you could, or if you wanted to go see an act, you could. So yeah, I just really loved it. So the first photo is a picture of us in front of the Leeds festival board, which is obviously in the middle of the field. We actually managed to get in there without anyone else in it, so that was nice. So for this whole part, I don't use any collections or anything. I literally just use yellow paper, some red washi tape, and some stickers. And all the stickers are coming from those Craft Sensation sticker books. One of them is like a celebration one, so it's got a lot of like Let's Party, like all them sort of things in there. And the other one is just a mixture of everything, but I just liked the little round stickers in there. So I knew I had loads of photos, and pretty much every pocket has got a photo. Well, yeah, every pocket's got a photo in there apart from the title one, and the same for my second layout as well. So I just didn't feel the need to find a collection for it to go in. So yeah, it's just a lot of yellow paper, and I think that's what takes me so long. Like, this layout took me like half hour, and I think it's because I was doing all the backgrounds and everything like that. It wasn't a case of just slotting in like a cut apart sheet or anything like that. Like, it was all photos, you know, making sure the paper's stuck down and everything like that. And then I did use these little gems, and they were tiny, so it takes me a while to obviously get them all down. So this layout is slightly longer, purely because it just takes longer basically to do all that sort of stuff. So I'm just dotting around some little gems. So I've got these tiny red and yellow gems that they come on this sheet that I've been using a while. You'll probably see them from other projects that I've done, but they are tiny and they're really hard because I've got nails. They go underneath my nails and everything, like they're absolutely tiny, but they do look nice. So I want to try and use some of them up. So yeah, and then the photo underneath where the title card is going to be is just a picture of my friend and me. I really wanted some glitter, but I just, with time and stuff, I just didn't have any time to go and get some glitter. But my friend had some and she brought some with her, bless her, and she put some on my eyes, which I loved. So I had like blue, because I had like a blue and yellow play suit on, and I just loved it. So yeah, it was really nice to sort of get dressed up into like festival sort of outfits. I've never, as I said, been to a festival, so I've never had the opportunity to wear like festival style stuff, but luckily the weather was really good. It wasn't like really warm, but it was dry, and it was, you know, it got a little bit warmer later on in the afternoon, so it was just nice that it wasn't raining and all muddy and everything like that. We all wore boots, but it wasn't muddy or anything like that, so that was really good. So the other photo next to that is just a picture of, again, with us three. So the three of us in that photo, we all work together, so that's how we know each other. And these were the people that I basically like, oh my God, you're going, so I added on. So yeah, I'm really grateful that they let me add on to that, onto their little group outing, because I just really wanted to see Billie Eilish. I felt like that was the only opportunity for me to go and see Billie Eilish. She did do a tour and I'm gutted that I missed it, and then this was like the only opportunity for me to see her, so I'm just grateful that I got to see her, and it was absolutely amazing. You'll see that in the next layout, all the screenshots and everything like that I've taken of some videos. So these black and gold letters that I'm using, word stickers, they are really bad. So they come in this, obviously, sticker book, and I mean the sticker book's only like £2.50 or £3, so you can't really complain, but they're just, the way the stickers are cut, they've cut down the words like almost halfway through them, but you can still read what they are meant to say, and I'll still use them because I don't like to chuck anything away when they, you know, they are readable, but they have been cut, and I have seen previous people's hauls and stuff like that where it has happened before, where like it's a book of things, like book of stickers or a book of like cut aparts or something like that, and where the either the cut or the perforation, no, it's not perforation, the, you know, the, I don't know what they call it, God, I don't know, you know what I mean, like the where you can push things out of, they're cut badly, so yeah, I think it's just a case of, unfortunately, when you buy cheap sort of stuff, that's what you get sometimes. But never mind, as I said, I won't be chucking them out. I'll be using them as much as I possibly can because it's they're still readable. So yeah, so I do use a few of those. Obviously, they're mainly for birthdays and stuff, but it does say, like one says dance until the sun comes up, one says cheers, it's time for beers. I use another one on the other page that says like time to party and hooray and stuff like that. So yeah, they're quite relevant to things like that, so glad I got to use some of those up. Then the photo that's underneath the picture of on the bottom left is a picture of all of us, so that's all of us that went, and as I said, it was a really nice group of people. We had a really nice time, and yeah, we all managed to stay together. We didn't lose anyone, thankfully. The signal wasn't great, so we just decided that if anyone wanted to split off to go get something to eat or drink or something, we would stay where we were, and those people were to come back and find us. That's how we managed to get around it, because the signal really wasn't great. And, you know, if you wandered off and the other people wandered off, I don't think you'd find anyone. There was a few people that I knew that had gone, and we never saw them. The whole day that they were there, we never saw them, because it's just such a big place that, you know, the chance of you running into them is not high. So yeah, it was good that we all managed to stick together. So yeah, so that was that one. And then the last pocket is actually a picture of the two pictures we obviously taken portrait way. So we had pictures of all of us stood up, and then a picture of us three as well. So that was nice that we got pictures, a load of pictures. We love all taking pictures, so I'm glad we got them all of us. So I'm just going to put some washi tape on either side of these photos, and then again just using some of the stickers. The little round one says like Lex Party, and there's a little one that says goals and stuff. So yeah, I'm enjoying using different pieces. I do obviously get very stuck into using the collections because they're easy and they're designed for Project Life. So when I have the opportunity just to use some of my other stash bits like these stickers and gems and stuff, I will, because otherwise you just get into a routine of things being easy. And I actually really enjoyed doing this because it was a bit more crafty, whereas as I said with the collections and stuff, it's very easy just to slip things in, and that's that really. And that is a good way of doing things. I do enjoy doing that because it means I get things done. But sometimes it's nice to sort of go outside your sort of comfort zone a little bit and do something a little bit more, and that's what I do on the next layout. I'd try something. It's not my favourite, but I did it and I enjoyed doing it, so that's the main thing, but you'll see that in the next part. So yeah, those were all the pictures of all of us basically. There was probably a few more, but they were the main ones I wanted out on this layout, and as I said, that's why I wanted to do a full layout on this, because we had so many photos. This obviously doesn't cover any of the actual acts, so the next layout shows like the pictures of the screenshots of people on stage and stuff like that. So yeah, it was a really busy day, and we got a load of nice photos. So for the title card, so as you can see from the leads board, it's like yellow with red writing, and that's why I played on the red, obviously with the red washi tape, and the gems and stuff like that. So I'm going to get my Stays On ink in Blazing Red, and I'm going to stamp out in these, I think these letters came from the range, but they're just simple block capital letters, and I'm going to stamp out Leeds Festival, so you'll see me do that. And this red is really nice because it's really deep red. The ink's still very wet, so it does come out really nicely. So I'm just trying to line it up because I want the leads sort of in the middle and then the festival sort of going either side. So yeah, so that's what I do, and it does come out really nicely. As I said, it matches the aestheticness of the whole leads board next to it and stuff, so that's what I was going for on that one. Obviously it takes me just a few moments to stamp these out, but yeah, so as I said, it was a really long day. It was I left the house, got on the train to Leeds, then got on the bus from Leeds, and to be fair, I didn't know where I was going to get this bus, but I had an inkling of where to go because there's a few signs around, but then the signs sort of stopped. But I saw all these people sort of like in festival wear, and I'm like, oh, right, they know where they're going, so I followed those, and then we got on a bus pretty much straight away. So it took about 30 minutes to get from Leeds station to the festival site, and I was a bit sort of sceptical about coming back on this bus later on at like 11, because I didn't know how many drunk and them sort of people would be around. But actually the bus coming back was really quiet, and no one was sort of drunk or really rowdy or anything. I think people were just tired, and they probably had the same idea as me. There's no point getting really drunk and ruining your sort of day when you want to experience the last sort of part of it. And obviously you knew you got to get on this bus coming back. So yeah, it was really nice. And as I said, Joe met me in Leeds afterwards, and he drove me home. So we got home about 1:30 in the morning. So yeah, it was a really long day. I wasn't that tired actually though, to be fair. I'm surprised how I got up pretty early the next day after a full day. So yeah, so I'm just finishing stamping those, and I'm just dotting all these gems around. I sort of went a bit overboard with the gems, but I do really like it. I started off with a few, and then I was like, no, I'll just carry on. So I do stick down loads, and as I said, I do like how it's come out. It does make it stand out a little bit more with those little gems. As I'm trying to use those gems up, I've had them for so long, and there's over 1,000 of them. Yeah, they just seem to never end really. I have used up a few of the colours, and I've nearly used up the red and yellows, but yeah, still going. And then for the dates, because obviously I still wanted the date on there, even though it was just the one date, I actually used my Paige Evans stamp that includes the actual day, so it has the Friday, and that was the key thing, is obviously we were going Friday. So you'll see this when I flip through my rest of the year, but I do have the festival poster that has all the acts throughout the whole weekend, because obviously Leeds Festival actually goes on Friday, Saturday and Sunday. Well, to be fair, it goes on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, but the main acts are Friday, Saturday and Sunday, and obviously there's a headliner each day. But we went on the Friday because we wanted to go see Billie Eilish, but like the Killers were there in the 1975 and stuff like that on the next days. So yeah, I've got the poster that's going to go in the middle of the page for that. And I've also got my wristbands. So obviously we all got wristbands when you go in, and it's got like Leeds Festival 2023 and that sort of stuff. So I want to include that. So that will be a separate little insert just in between the two pages. So that's got the date on and stuff, but it just means that the stamp actually puts it on that we went on the Friday. We were the people going on the Friday rather than for the whole weekend. Obviously, people that went for the whole weekend, you can camp, but I don't think I'm done for that. People camping in the tents and stuff for the whole weekend and sharing the showers and stuff, that's one thing I'm not too sure if I do fancy. Maybe one day. But yeah, so I just stamp a few of the dates around, the same date over and over again. I just like how it came out, really. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything for this part. Thank you for still being here if you are, because it is a longer video. I don't know why it took me so long. It's just one of those ones that's just a bit more fiddly than other spreads. But I will be back with the fourth and final part of this week. And yeah, thank you very much. Bye.